Studies have shown that at least 115 million cars and trucks drive on American roads every day, and even more all around the world. Bringing in new technology, such as that of the self-driving car to the average home, would revolutionize and change the industry. With such a big change, there are many human factors considerations which must be taken into account when designing and implementing autonomous vehicles, from the displays to the mechanisms to the interactions with human passengers. In this video, we will discuss some of the major ones and design solutions which could be implemented to solve them. There are a variety of human factors issues that must be taken into account, but we will focus on some major solutions for the following human factors issues: controls, displays, human automation interaction, and safety and accident prevention. Even though the autonomous vehicle will be doing the driving, all the controls must be efficient and make sense to the human in the car for emergencies, as well as control and direction to the vehicle. Discrete controls are those which have distinct number of options to control, whereas continuous controls control a range. When handling steering or speed, a continuous system will make the most sense to the user, like the steering wheel shown to the right. For emergencies, such as braking, discrete controls like the buttons shown in the image to the right, or a voice control system are best. There are 15 major principles of display design that should always be followed, but specifically in a case as important as an autonomous vehicle. Some principles which I would like to highlight are to make the display legible to ensure there is no confusion when reading important data, to make it discriminable so it can be visible in the bright light of driving, and to avoid resource competition by presenting visual and auditory resources concurrently. The display should be clear and visually appealing as shown in the images to the right. Alerts should be as bold as possible, as car safety is important. The use of holograms would even be appropriate here. Navigation and monitoring displays should use integration display properties to properly put the spatial arrangements in perspective that makes sense to the user. The balance in human automation interaction is extremely important so that the user does not lose situational awareness, but automation is still used effectively. Automation is helpful to do things such as extend human capability and achieve things that aren't possible through standard means. There are a variety of things that humans are better at versus things that automation is better at, and knowing these is important when deciding on human-automation interaction. For example, people are better at seeing the big picture, from getting from point A to point B, whereas automation is better at monitoring the process for rare events, such as gently slowing the brakes during an emergency and ignoring extraneous factors, such as getting nervous while driving. There are a variety of levels of automations which one can use depending on one's situation. I believe self-driving cars should use level 2, where options are displayed for the user to pick from so the user stays engaged but still safe no matter what driving conditions are. The final factor we will discuss is safety and accident prevention. One should always consider human error when dealing with a technical system. A brainstorming session should be held where all possible risks, human or otherwise, are identified, and fail-safes are put in to combat them. For example, human takeover of the automated system and emergency situation responses. Finally, there should be safety management and safety programs in which any user interacting with the system is trained to work with it well before using it.